Hello and welcome, my name is Kyle FtW and welcome to another Call of Duty 2020 video. In this video I wanted to talk to you guys about where is all of the information about the brand new Call of Duty game, and just talk about Call of Duty 2020 and what might be what's going on and why we haven't heard anything yet. As you guys know, Call of Duty is normally hinted and we normally get leaks in March or February almost every single year. And this year has been especially different, besides the fact of the virus going around and everything being locked down and everything like that. We also have heard almost nothing related to the brand new Call of Duty game, and I'm just super interested / confused as to why we haven't heard anything. Because, as I said, normally we know what the new Call of Duty game is going to be called at this current time. It usually isn't revealed until May, but we got trailers and we got teasers for Call of Duty Black Ops 4 and Modern Warfare months before this, probably in the middle of March, early April last year, and it's just super weird that we haven't gotten a single bit of information about Black Ops 5 or whatever the next year's Call of Duty game is going to be, except for some, other rumors about the game from not any super known source. It's just really weird that we haven't gotten any information at all. Of course, as you guys know, there was a big issue with Sledgehammer Games and Raven Studios, who were supposed to be developing this year's Call of Duty game. So of course Treyarch had to step in and start making the new game as alongside those development teams, but so that might have something to do with it, and probably is the main reason why we haven't gotten any bit of information about the new Call of Duty game yet. But it's just really interesting to me that we haven't gotten any solid information yet about the game. Obviously, I may be speaking too soon, and who knows, Tuesday or Thursday we could get brand new information. But we are closely approaching May, and of course there's going to be no E3 this year, so there won't be any E3 conference with the new Call of Duty game or anything like that, but there could be a reveal in June or May. But we haven't even gotten a name, we haven't even gotten solid information about the game. So I'm just confused, interested, and just wanted to, I guess, make the later half of this commentary. This isn't going to be a very long video, but I guess get the later part of this commentary just talking about and speculating what could happen with this year's Call of Duty game and go from there. So, of course, this game is going to be developed by Treyarch Studios, Sledgehammer Games, as well as Raven, and they're going to be working together jointly to create this game. And what we've heard from a lot of leaks and rumors is that this game is going to be a Black Ops 1 reboot, which is going to be absolutely incredible, with Treyarch leading the teams. So Sledgehammer Games went from being in charge of the game to now working alongside Treyarch, as Treyarch being the head of the game. And what a lot of people are saying is that they had to scrap their old game and then Treyarch had to go and create a brand new game, but I don't think that's it. I think a lot of people are thinking that they're banging out a game in 1 year, which is not true. I think what they're doing is they are working on the game off of what Sledgehammer Games and Raven Studios created. So they're going to use the same maybe story, maybe the same characters, the same weapons and stuff from that game, and they're going and developing the game in their own way. So they obviously may have created a zombies mode, they may have worked on multiplayer, because who knows, the campaign could have been done. Because for those of you guys who don't know, Sledgehammer Games starts working on their game right after World War II. So during World War II's life cycle, they're already starting to create ideas for the game, they're already starting to create the game, and then from probably the end of DLC 4 or before DLC 4 for World War II, they were already working on this new Call of Duty game. And during Black Ops 4's life cycle, they were continuing development, and that's actually where things started to go wrong in the development. I guess there was some arguments between the studios. They couldn't figure out what to do with the game, what direction they wanted to put it in, and Activision jumped in and said, okay, we're going to have Treyarch work on this game, which really affected the end of Black Ops 4 in almost every single way. I mean, we got less DLC, we got poor quality trailers, we got, just so much stuff. You could tell that Treyarch was working frantically on the new game for this year, and that had a huge effect on it. And of course, they've been working on Call of Duty 2020 since since they started working on it back during Black Ops 4's life cycle. So they're probably 2.5-ish years into the development of that game. But the big question is, why haven't we heard anything yet? And I think one of the biggest reasons we haven't heard anything yet is because they haven't finished it yet. They haven't made any solid progress that would lead to them being able to release a trailer, being able to release any leaks and information about that game, and obviously the virus having a huge impact on the development of the game. I mean, everywhere it's much more difficult to develop a game when you're at home at your own setup. Obviously, I'm sure the developers have fantastic computers that they're working on and are in voice calls with the other members of the studio, but it's just so much more difficult to create and develop a game at home when you can't be with with the group of people that you're working on the game with. So that's probably why we haven't heard anything yet, because they're not done. It's that simple. They're not done with the game. They are still working on it, and that does worry me quite a bit, because I'm just concerned about what the product we're gonna have when this game comes out. Of course, as you guys know, most Call of Duty games, I think Modern Warfare was one of the few Call of Duty games that had everything in it at launch. But even then, there were still glitches, there were still bugs, there was still broken stuff. And I think that we should be a little bit worried about what Call of Duty 2020 is going to have in store for us, because, as I said, with all that stuff going on, with the virus, with the development studio having falling outs and stuff like that, I think the game quality will drop, and that's why we haven't heard anything yet, because making a trailer is pretty difficult. I mean, they have to get the campaign perfect, they have to finish the campaign pretty much, then put the trailer out in order to release the game to the public. So obviously in the next couple of weeks we'll probably get information, but I'm a little bit on the fence, and I honestly have no idea if we actually are or not. But there are a few other options that could happen this year if Call of Duty 2020 is not completed. Either they delay the game till maybe March or February of next year, so 2021, or they will release Modern Warfare 2 Remastered for an entire year, the multiplayer side of Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, and let us have Modern Warfare 2 for an entire year until 2021, where Treyarch will release the game that was supposed to come out this year, and then we'll have our Call of Duty game next year. Or I could be completely wrong, and as I said, I could have spoken way too soon, and on Tuesday we'll have news and information about the new game, but I'm just not sure. I'm really not sure. This is a very strange year. A lot of weird times, and I'm just not sure what's going to happen with Call of Duty 2020. But of course, here on the channel, I will keep you guys updated with absolutely everything Call of Duty 2020 news related, and so stay tuned to the channel here, and the second we get information, boom, I'll be making a video on that. Don't even worry. And I'm just very curious to see where Call of Duty will go this year, but who knows? We could get some information very soon, or something will happen, because I guarantee that we will get a game this year. I don't think Modern Warfare will continue to have DLC for a full 2 years. I think we will get a Call of Duty game in November or October of this year. It's just a matter of what that will be. And I mean, we may not, as I said, it may get delayed till early in 2021 because of the fact of the virus and everything like that, but we'll see. And again, as I said, I will let you guys know absolutely everything. But that is going to do it for the video. I actually just created a second channel not too long ago. Actually, yesterday I uploaded my very first video to that channel. So if you really like Call of Duty Zombies, that is the channel for you. I will leave that at the link. I will leave that in the description of absolutely every video, as well as at the end of the video if you guys have made it this far in the video, which I really appreciate. The gameplay in the background was, of course, some Anaya Palace Ground War gameplay. I apologize that it's always Anaya Palace, but that's just the best Ground War map in the game, hands down. But anyway, guys, leave a like if you guys enjoyed, subscribe if you are new. Make sure you check out all my other previous videos from this week, and I will see you guys all in another Call of Duty video very soon.